Right. We should be good to get going soon enough. Right. Few people we're waiting on, and then we'll get going. Welcome to race number 1 of the season. Everyone's favourite thing. See where they stand in the new season. See where they can go from here. But here we are, Bahrain. Race number 1. Now, Bahrain at this point, compared to what Bahrain was maybe a month ago, two very different things, two very different strategies. So we'll see how things go from this point. See who has mastered the circuit here in Tier 3, first lot on for the day. Tier 2 and Tier 1 later on. Just waiting on a couple other things before we get going. Not sure what's holding everyone up. Only meant to have 17. There you go, they're ready from the tier leader. So we should be going any minute. As per usual. 18 minutes worth of qualifying and then a 50% race. 50% at Bahrain, 29 laps. And there's a lot of interesting things that could possibly happen, I think, around Bahrain. And a lot of room, well, I would say there's a lot of room for error, but it's not usually the case. I'll put lap data on and telemetry on for qualifying. Everyone will do their thing because you don't have to on softs, because you don't have to start on the same tyre anymore. But about a minute, no one's come out of the garage yet. Wonder if people are just waiting. But I see a Mercedes. I see movement in the Mercedes garage, so I think it might be the Mercedes that we see go on first. I don't see any movement down the grid, so should I take that back? There's someone out already at the pit lane. Who is it? We'll wait and see, as we usually do. It's we follow the person that goes out first, so it's Stuart first in the half. So we're going to follow him in his lap. Welcome everyone. You're joining. We've just started qualifying. We've got about a minute in, waiting for people to do their out lap so we can get qualifying going properly. Yeah, come off there, because my eardrums are going to pop if I keep hearing a revved engine. Not sure you needed to warm up the softs an awful lot. They'll be optimal before you finish the lap anyway. Down the back straight and then up through sector 3, and then we can get qualifying started properly. We've got 17 for round 1. So we get to see where where everyone gets to see where they stand this time round. Those watching, anyone got any predictions on amount of safety cars, podium, that kind of thing? They want to tell me? Because I might change from my actual predictions, because I didn't realise Moneyman was actually racing. But here we go, first lap of the season. And George comes down into turn 1 now, down into second gear, goes round the corner, doesn't get any of the curb. Stayed in second and up to third. Short shift, yellow flag in sector 3. Not sure if there's just people backing up. Rishi said Norge, Greener, and Moneyman. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. I think Percival might be up there if I like my own personal opinion, but there's certainly a lot to figure out. Down into the middle of sector 2 now. The Mercedes gone off in sector 2. I'm not sure what happened there. A little bit of a problem. Maybe he's in the wall. I still don't see a yellow flag. There's the yellow flag in sector 2. Finally popped up. It looked like he's able to continue on. Let's see what Jod's going to do for the final sector now as he heads up. Well, he's in the second sector. He did a 182. Obviously Purple, the only one who's actually finished it, but what's the benchmark? What's the benchmark being set at the moment? They come down to the final corner. They get over the curb, but doesn't do an awful lot wrong either. And over the line he comes. It's a 30.5. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, Percival span! Oh, damn! Okay, so Percival span in the second sector there. You see Purple at the moment for the other Aston Martin, Glader. And down the line he comes. It was a 30.5 for Jord. It's a 29.9 for the Aston Martin. And, well, all of a sudden the Aston Martin is no longer on top. Keener to the 33.1, which I think might have just involved going slow, getting caught with yellow flags or something of the sort. Brother Adam 30.1 second, a couple attempts back. Rigby a 31.2. SM's done a 31.7. Gotta get a little bit quicker than that. C205 for Nolan as he span in the second sector. Let's have a look at what other people are doing. The 2 Alfa Romeo's going over the line now, and Tomet, has done a 49, so he obviously spanned during the lap. What is Nodge going to do? You know, he obviously invalidated his lap, George, actually, and it's not too bad, but I don't know if he's going to do another lap straight away. Here comes D-Mac down to the final corner. Let's see, Lash went 7th while on a 49.1, which is obviously with a spin. D-Mac down to the line, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30.7 puts him 4th. Is Norge doing a lap? TJW is, so Hull will continue to look at that for the moment in time. I think one of the Ferraris is having a problem. TJW obviously spanning his lap. What's Norge doing? Don't think it's particularly great news for Norge, so we'll go on to Moneyman. Let's see if Money can actually put himself somewhere toward the top. Keener did another lap before going into the pits and puts himself on a 30.3, and Rigby a 29.966 is what, 7 thousandths of a second quicker than Lost, but it's enough for provisional pole at the moment. Brother Adam 30.1, so top 4 split by about 0.4 of a second. See what Moneyman can do. Goes through the second sector now. Think weren't paying attention to see if he was on a purple. Someone else has just done a lap there. I think it might have been Larsh actually, who's just improved his standing. Nolan did a lap as well, 31.8. Not particularly impressive, but it'll have to do up through the end of the second sector here for Moneyman, and it's an 8.5. It is purple second, or unless that's a visual glitch, which is still a thing, and it's just as annoying as it was before. Down into the final corner you go. For Moneyman, is he going to be able to put himself somewhere near the front? He isn't. His 7th for 30.8 is not particularly impressive. There's another lap being done there. TJW did a 30.8 in 7 thousandths of a second slower than Moneyman. Puts in 8th on the board at the moment. Again, not particularly impressive when you look at some of the guys further up the grid. Conan Byrne isn't purple in the first sector, so probably having a problem in trying to find the pace here. Percival's just come out on a lap as well, so we'll get to see the true pace of what some people might be a front runner in this tier. It's like Havoc is out behind Byrne here on an outlap, so we'll see his pace earlier after an alright showing in France. It wasn't anything too special, but I think he would be looking for this. He wouldn't be too disappointed with the same again. Conan Byrne's a little bit all over the place in this lap. It's just a little bit blocky, his movements, I think is the best way to put it. And it's not going to be a good lap whatsoever. So 33.3. It's only quicker than the two guys that span. So there's a purple apparently for Percival in the second sector. I'm not sure how true that is. So, but we'll see how true it is as we go through the final corner now. Up to the line goes Percival. Is he going to do well here? 28, 29, 30, 30.5, but is enough for 5th, which isn't particularly impressive, but it isn't bad either. We'll see Connor 29 flat through the first sector. Some people have got to pick up the pace here, I think. Argo currently the only one not on the track that hasn't done a lap actually, so Havoc will be at the very least 16th, but I think he'll be ahead of both of the Alfa Romeos, as they both will definitely come back out to do a different lap to the one they've currently set. There's a few people out on laps at the moment. I'm not entirely sure as to whether or not they're on fast laps. Down the back straight we go into the final corner. Let's see what Havoc can do. It's 28, 29, 30, 30.7 is enough for 9th, but not everyone. Well, not a lot splitting everyone. Oh, there goes Tomet! There's a spin there with the suit in the chicane. It's not particularly good news for him. Yellow flags. Let's see if Glader's doing anything. Wow, he is. He's currently about 3.5 tenths clear of his best lap. And there goes Brother Adam with a provisional pole at the moment, 29.558. It's not that bad of a time. We're still at 7.5 minutes left of the session, though. Rigby, Glader, Keener, all out doing laps at the moment. It looked like someone just letting people through at turn 1, maybe. But there is a spin at turn 2 and turn 3, sorry. The Red Bull off the track. Not entirely sure that is, and Glader's, 4.5 tenths up. So, down the line he comes. Is he going to be able to set a faster time than Brother Adam at the moment, who currently on pole by just over 4 tenths of a second? His first 2 sectors would put Lost on pole. And down to the line, 29.4, it is enough. But provisional pole by less than a tenth of a second. It is at the moment anyway. It looked like Keener was the one who took the spin. Larsh is currently out on a lap. Let's have a look. Thomas Span. He's going to do a quick another lap quickly. Brother Adam is doing another lap. D-Mac just set a lap 30.3. Puts him 4th on the grid at the moment. Keener's going to back out and do one later on. I think George just did a ever so slightly quicker lap. Keeps him 7th. Percival doing an out lap. Let's see. Is anyone close to the final? Anyone actually close here? Williams maybe? Brother Adam coming into the pit, so the Red Bull is the first one to the line, which is Larsh, who is 2.5 seconds down, so I think he backed out of his lap. As we're trying to find someone who would make sense to actually watch at the moment. People doing out laps, people doing fast laps, and it looks like everyone minus Keener at the front is doing an in lap now. Apart from Rigby, is Rigby doing a lap? Let's have a look. It's Rigby on a lap. Looks like Rigby is on a lap. People are getting out of the way for him, so I would assume he is. Let's see what he can do then. I did see how far he was in the first sector. But is he going to be up enough to challenge Brother Adam and Lost here? In the second sector, down he goes. The yellow flag in sector 1, it's a Red Bull, and Rigby is 1.5 tenths down. That is not good news. So who's the Red Bull that's gone round? It's not Keener, it's Larsh. So we continue to watch a few people. Percival's on an out lap, which I'm pretty sure he is the guy who sat there. Yep, the Ferrari is D-Mac, who's going into the pits. Alfa Romeo currently doing a lap though. It looked like Tom actually did a 29.8 there. I continue to look at Keener's lap, the 1.5 tenths quicker. Thomas did a 29.8, which was pretty impressive. Oh, there go the Williams! There go the Williams! That is a slide! He's just absolutely whacked his car against the wall there. Not entirely sure which Williams that is. But they are quite lucky to still be in the session with that kind of hit. Here comes Keener down the line. And he does a 29.6, puts him back to 3rd on the grid. I think SMI is the one that... Oh no, it's TJW that's lost his front wing. Oh no, TJW came into the pit anyway. SM's lost his front wing. Percival, here we go. We shouldn't be too far away from the end of qualifying. There is a Mercedes going on through right now, so I think that's a Nolan. Yellow flag in sector 3 is an Alfa Romeo. Not entirely sure that it is. I think it might just be Thomas actually. Yeah, it is Thomas because Nodge is in the pit still. Here we go, down the back straight. Percival into the final corner. What is he going to do? It's 22, 23. Round the final corner he goes, up the straight. Is it going to be pole? It's not. It's enough for 4th though. Nolan not doing a lap. There's a huge problem going on here between the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes. What has happened here? Argo and Nolan's had a bit of a problem. Looked like Nolan might actually be beached. No, he's out. He's out. Someone just did a lap there. I think it was Money Man actually. He is not in a. He's not doing an awful lot coming up through the first sector. Out laps for a couple people. I think Percival's just done his proper lap. He's a bit far behind. Same when Keener's coming into the pit. So Moneyman isn't doing a lap. Well, actually, Moneyman is doing a lap. Oh no, the last lap was a tenth quicker. He's not doing a lap now, actually. Yeah, no. Got confused by the numbers on the screen. Nolan's just retired from the session. Havoc's just done a lap a little bit quicker, but not too much quicker. Cunning's 1.2 seconds down, and Argo, well, I'm going to take a wild swing at saying he's probably coming back into the pits. 1 minute 47 left. Actually, probably not a good idea to come back into the pits now. The Haas on the lap. Let's see, the Mercedes. First Mercedes is Moneyman, but his qualifying is done. His qualifying's done. What about the Red Bull behind him? That is Lars. Okay, so Lars is the one we'll watch. Keena's retired from the session, so Keena is not able to get out quick enough. There is a retired Mercedes, there's retired Red Bull. The other Aston Martin, Percival's in the pit, so that's the end of his qualifying. Argo's just gone into the pit as well, so that's the end of his qualifying. But the Ferrari coming in as well. So the few people out of luck pretty much for qualifying. As it stands, Connor's just done a 29.8, puts himself fifth. That's not a bad shout from the McLaren. Sorry, because I was talking about the Ferrari beforehand and looking up. Oh, there goes Lars. There goes Lars. Too much throttle on the edge of turn 4, I think that is. And now he's doing donuts. TJW 0.2 of a second quicker. He is going to be the first one over the line, though, I think. That's one of the Haas's. Those two Haas's actually on laps at the moment. Let's see. But we're going to stick with TJW. One of the Haas's just gone over. Is there a Cunning Burns the last one to do a lap there? So that's that Haas. 30.9 is only good enough for 14th. Percival done, Moneyman done, Cunning Burns done, and Argo done. Nolan and Kino both retired, so their qualifying's both over. And TJW here is a second and just over a second up. Would be enough for top 5, but I think he just lost the car a slight little bit through turn 12. Down the line, 29.70, still got enough. And they're the fastest lap there, so 29.3 for the Aston Martin. SM's not done enough. It looks like D-Max failed his invalidated lap, and it's provisional pole now for Norge. Brother Adam has invalidated his lap. Down the line comes the other Alfa Romeo. It doesn't look like he's quick enough for pole. It's Argo by the... Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and down the line, it's a 29.4 in the two Alfa Romeos, 1 and 3. And that has definitely sealed it. Norge, it's your one on pole. The first pole of the season goes to the Alfa Romeo. And the second, well, the front row was almost a front row lockout by the Alfa Romeos, but Norge lost the front row seats. So the Aston Martin second, the Alfa Romeo in third. Brother Adam, after what was such a strong first part of qualifying, just gonna have to settle with fourth. Keena fifth. Percival 6th. TJW is going to take 7th. And, well then, that qualifying definitely heated up towards the end. We had the fastest lap flying in everywhere. It may have been a rough start for Norge, but it's a start that ended up going well. And it's the first pole of the season goes to the Norwegian. And that's your grid for that Well, after what was such a strong start for people like Rigby, he's not going to be happy being put in ninth. Argo didn't set a time, the only one in the entire session not to large, spun out a couple of times. He's going to start 16th. Moneyman's going to have had a pretty disappointing qualifying as well. And I see the driver in chat afterwards having a little bit of a discussion about what happened there. As we wait for formation lap and the race to begin. We got 25 seconds before the start of the race. There we go. Formation lap should be on. We should be a crab party at Alfa Romeo. I mean, if they're going to continue on like this, that would make sense. Honestly, they looked pretty strong in qualifying. The Ferraris probably would have wanted to do a bit better in qualifying. Though, see them currently in 11th and 12th. But, oh, Alfa Romeo's gone there. What's happened to Thomas there? He has been trying to warm up his car, I think. Warm up the tyres on his car. That's not a good start, but I guess if you get a spin, now's the time to do it. Better than spinning on lap 1 or further on into the race, especially if you're towards the front. The Alfa Romeo's got to... Thomas got to watch out now. You won't have any problems warming up those tyres. They're probably burning already. There's spin on the formation lap is not a usual sight. Got a few people here. You would expect to start going through the pack, and Thomas should be able to overtake whoever he wants. So he's got to head back towards the front of the grid. And here we go. Got one more corner, then everyone's going to get set up and we're going to be away. Are we going to have a lap 1 incident? That's the real question I'm going to ask now. 7, you're watching. Are we having a lap 1 incident? Come up to the grid now. People are still desperately trying to warm up their tyres. Very, very clearly. Up to the first grid spot goes Norge. I think he's overshot that by a mile. And I think both the front two have overshot that by a country mile. Keane has done it as well, so... Oh my Jesus Christ, lads. Lads, this is not how you're meant to set up. Oh my... I know it's the first race of the season, but you can tell where the grid spot is. The game does tell you where it is. There's one set up properly. Percival done it, so has Havoc, and the rest of the grid at the back has done it properly. But I can't actually spectate Federico because he's jumped his grid spot. We're glitched. We're glitched. Oh, you can't have a spectator host for some reason. But having a having a spectator as host always seems to crash it. It's not a driver. It's not a driver, it's spectator. It happens every single time. The host usually has to leave. It's usually Razi that's what the hell just happened? There you go. There you go. I think we're gone. There you go, on lap one. Oh, the Williams and the Red Bull! The Williams and the Red Bull and the Williams and the Ferrari and the two Williams involved in incidents early. I don't know what the hell happened with the loading screen, and I think Brother Adams had a bit of an incident, and there's a little bit of it's just chaos. It's just chaos. D-Mac dropped a few positions. Moneyman, Jordan jumped up. Havoc's there. Larson somehow in fourth. There's a spin-off for D-Mac's out. Argo's spun as well. There might have been a collision between the two. Jordan's got 5-second penalty for cutting the corner and gaining an unfair advantage. Havoc got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. And Moneyman's going to go around the long way. And what the fuck? Am I just wait? Oh, and Gloucester spun it! Gloucester spun it and everyone is crashing. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. The two McLarens. Oh, there's a spun beat again. Brother Adam has been spun round. I think there's contact from the McLaren. What have I just witnessed? There's so many crashes in that first fucking lap that I can't keep up. Lost has managed to go around the inside of someone, I think. Percival at the same time has just gone down the inside. And Thomas spun! Thomas spun this time! Round in the, I think that's turn 12. Thomas spun. There's a collision back there, and Lost has been spun. I think that's a collision with TJW. I'm not entirely sure. Lost has been. What the hell has happened? Well, George's in the top three. Moneyman started in 12th, has jumped all the way up. Every single spin under the sun. Nolan's going to go down the inside of Rigby there, and he's going to get the position off Rigby as well. Up to 5th place he goes. That lap one was crazy. We didn't have a safety car, and I think a half dozen people crashed. At the absolute least. I think I saw Brother Adam went round at least twice. I don't know whether it was contact that did it, but there was so much that I could not keep up. And Lost had gone round again. That's 3 times in a single lap, or just over a lap. What the hell is going on? It's Keener. Keener's gone round. Keener's gone round as well. This time that one's unattended, unprovoked. Sorry. He just span at the chicane. It's not the greatest of things that could happen to you, but it's just a loss of traction, I think. Norge is gone. Norge is gone. Everyone behind him is span, and his gap has just opened up. It's 3.5 seconds. Jord closing in on Larson second, who started 16th, by the way. And we come down the straight. Nolan currently in 5th. This is probably one of the closer battles on the grid at the moment. Tomet on the back of Rigby he's trying to rectify his spin in turn 12. DRS is enabled from this lap. Brother Adam's going to go past Connor, who's gone 5 seconds extra for speeding in the pit lane. He's up to 10 seconds worth of penalties now, I think. Colin Fern goes by after pit stops there, and I think that's Rigby that's gone on through. 5 seconds for Argo as well. And Rigby has gone through. Up to 5th he goes. Tomet's going to get DRS. Maybe to the inside he goes on Nolan. And he's going to do it. There's going to be a collision between the two of them. Oh, and Nolan comes back onto the track right into the corner of Tomet's car. And there's a collision between the two of them as well. Jordan on the inside of Larsh. As we watch just chaos unfold at every single point of view. And then these two. To the inside goes Larsh. To the outside is George. George He's got to get better exit there, and Moneyman is just all over the place at the back. Lost quite a lot of time there on Lars, and what the hell has just happened? 3 laps in, and I'm almost certain every single person not named George Larson, Federico has had a crash. So here we go. The top 4 probably unscathed. The first is just gone. Nearly 5 seconds up the road now. Brother Adam sets the fastest lap of the race, and I think the race has got a little bit tame for a second. Nolan into the pit lane and gets 5 seconds for speeding after his collision with Tomat. This has just been all over the place. I think Lost is going to go on through. Yeah, Lost is in 11th now. It's after multiple spins on his first lap. Brother Adam is catching up to Percival in 6th place. And then there's still the fight for second, the fight for the podium here between 3 drivers. On lap number 4 of 29, we've somehow avoided a safety car to this point. All I'm going to say is if you're the steward in this tier, I feel very, very sorry for you. Lars going to get DRS down the straight. Is he going to be able to pressure Jord here? They go up into the end of the second sector, sorry, beginning of the third. And he's not going to be able to put enough pressure on Jord at all. And it's going to allow the Haas just to break the gap a little bit. Down the straight we come. Is Lars going to be able to have enough of a gap, like a close enough gap to have a go at Jord, or is Moneyman going to have a go at Lars instead? Percival within DRS of Rigby in 5th as well. Down the straight into turn 1 we go. We've got on to lap 5 now. Between the 3 of them, Lars is looking for it, but Jord has enough of a gap. And not really under much of a threat into turn 1. Maybe into turn 4 though. Yellow flag in sector 1. Brother Adam is gone. He's spun round. Lars is going to go down the outside. And he's going to go the long way round. Lars is going to try and have it. Well, that was a bit better racing than what we saw for Brother Adam and Tomat earlier on. And, well, Lars is up into second now, and Jordan's got to be fighting with Moneyman for that bottom spot of the podium at the moment. Also have City on in the background of this, and they've just got a penalty, but that's irrelevant. Into the end of the second sector we go. These 3 still going at it. Jordan has a penalty. I think that's 5 seconds for illegal overtake. Yeah, it definitely was. Into the second to last straight we go. These 3 are fighting. It looks like Rigby's all but brought into the battle back there as well. Percival within DRS, so we might see the top 7 or 8 just close up minus Federico up here. Lars on the soft tyres. I want to see how well they do here, because I don't know what the what my incoming strategy is. Oh, turn 1, there's a incident. I'm not sure what happened. It's TJW actually. I thought it was Federico, and oh, John goes down the inside, gets the position, and Lars straight into the back of him in turn 2. Lars is going to have to fight his way back now with DRS. He's not going to be able to do it into turn 4. He's also got to avoid hitting straight into the back of the Haas in front of him. Yeah, he's taken off. 6.5 seconds on that medium tyre. Lars is on mediums. That doesn't look like mediums to me. That might be the weirdest bug I've seen, if that is actually the case. He's not on... They are very clearly red striped tyres. Oh, looks like John went very wide there. Fair enough, Ralty. Fair enough. John went very wide and was able to still hold his position. He's got half a second gap as well. We continue on into lap 7, and it looks like Lars might be getting attacked here by Moneyman down into the final corner. Moneyman's going to come back onto the racing line, didn't get a move done, but it's more likely he gets a move done here with DRS, even though they're both going to do it with the slipstream as well, than it is for Lars to make a move on Jordan into turn 1. It's down into turn 1. Is Moneyman catching up? It doesn't look like he is, and they're just going to have to sit as they were. Rigby is also caught up to the back of this group, and it's going to allow for Percival to join in as well. We're going to have a train from 2nd all the way down to 7th. Oh, a little bit of a voice break. At the same time, a little bit of a fight going on there in the background between Brother Adam and Cunning Fern. Saw that. That looked like pretty nicely done into turn 1. Into turn 1 and turn 2. Down the straight we go. Brother Adam on Cunning Firm. Maybe a switchback. Cunning Firm's too far back to make it happen though. And it looked like Brother Adam's going to hold it. Lost going round the long way on Keener. And yeah, he's going to get that position as well. Up to 10th he goes. And we still have a fight going on here. And well, we've got a train and a fight going on, so I don't know how many overtakes we're about to get. Here comes Moneyman going to the inside there of Lars, so he looked for it for a moment. He's still trying to go to the inside of Lars, trying to make something happen. Lars fighting with Moneyman has opened the door for George to get away. And Moneyman is still, what, half a second. He's going to get DRS. Lars will not get DRS. So the fight going on here should enable Moneyman to get by. Down into turn 1. Certainly going to have the pace advantage. But he backs out of it. He clearly doesn't have enough. It didn't have enough. But it looks like Thomas just dove there on Percival and got by. Looked like a pretty clean move. Percival a little bit out of sorts now. And Brother Adam in the background fighting again. Oh, we've got a fight here as well. Rigby and Moneyman, it looked like a little bit of a collision there. Then we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. It's Cunning Fern that's gone round. Are we going to have enough space between the two drivers, the McLaren, the Ferrari up front? We are, and the Ferrari's going to hold this position as well. Nolan's had to pit again. And Cunning Fern lost out with his battle with Brother Adam there, and it's allowed for Lost and Keener to go on through, and somehow that Aston Martin might still be a factor later on. McLaren holding off the Alfa Romeo at the moment. Well, it was an Alfa Romeo 1-3. Didn't particularly go too well for Thomas in the opening stage of this race, and now it's a 1-6. 7.5 seconds for Norge. And George is, what, 5 seconds up the road. 5 second penalty is even further back. There's a spin there for SM in the middle of the second sector. And he's going to drop to, what, 3rd from the back. And I don't know if he's got damage. Moneyman on the inside of Lars here. Is he going to get the move done? It's going to be returned on the inside for Lars into turn 2. And then turn 3, Moneyman's gone clear. Moneyman has got the position. Is he going to be able to hold it for long enough? Holds his position, goes to the inside. And Lars is not able to make the move. And he's going to be at the mercy of Rigby and Thomas now, who are having their own little battle through here. I'm just making sure that I haven't started a stream for no reason. Fair enough. Right, I was just making sure. I just got a stream ping from someone else there. But as we continue on with this battle, that caught me off guard for a minute. Almost made me thought that I had picked up the wrong one. as we just getting my bearings back, we go through. Connor get another 3 seconds. His total, I believe, is like 13 seconds now. We still have a train going on through second, through, what, 6th, maybe 7th by the end of the lap. George has not been able to extend his gap by anywhere near enough. Percival comes into the pits now. Probably onto the hard tyre. Want to see if everyone sticks with the medium tyre at the moment. Keener is still lost in 8th, Keener in 9th, but they're going to continue on. We still have fighting here. Rigby trying to fight Larsh as Thomas has dropped a little bit further off the back of the McLaren, and the Red Bull has well and truly lost a lot of ground on that Ferrari. Yellow flag in sector 2 is a Mercedes, and it looks like Nolan has gone round again. He has. And that is incredibly unfortunate for Nolan, but his race is slowly dying down at this point. Here comes Norge as he's already lapped a couple of people. 7.3 seconds up in front. And, well, yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Williams gone round. Williams has gone round. I think it's, that's TJW. Has gone round, not able to keep his... I had hype hopes for him today, but he's not able to make it do anything realistically today. Rigby's going to get the DRS here on Larsh, and it should be an easy piece of work for him in the McLaren on this Red Bull. With the DRS, goes past the line onto lap 11, doesn't even need turn 1. Does get the move done quite early on. Actually, gonna have to fight it here with the Red Bull. The Red Bull didn't let up. Red Bull got the inside line, but he's also not going to have the position. As Rigby's going to hold it out for a little bit longer, down into turn 4, and oh, the Alfa Romeo almost dove him, and there's a freeway collision there. The Alfa Romeo almost dove the Red Bull. The Red Bull didn't get the brakes in quick enough time, and just shot straight into the back of the Rigby in the McLaren, who spun round. And I think he's taken someone's front wing. I'm not entirely sure who it was. I think it's the Alfa Romeo had a bit of a problem there. The front wing goes round. The front wing goes off. Brother Adam, after being taken out twice in the opening lap, is still hanging on in. And well, I think the front 3 have very much cleared the rest at this point. After that collision there, 3.5 seconds from Larsh, it was not particularly great. Rigby's just an unfortunate bystander. The guy in front, the guys behind, brakes clearly weren't working on either car. Tomek got a bit ambitious, thought he avoided it all. But here comes Jordan, Moneyman. Moneyman with the DRS, they're both on the medium tyre. And it looks like George's going to hold his position for now. He is. Tomak's going to get past Larsh as well, even with the broken front wing. I think it would be orange. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be orange, black and orange flag for that, because the end plate come off entirely. Yellow flag in sector 1. It's Williams again. I think it's TJW again. Having a bit of a problem keeping his car straight. The Haas and the Ferrari up front, however, not having that problem. They're going to go hammer and tongs for second and third. Yellow flag in sector 1 into Williams again. TJW is just spun repeatedly in this race. And down the straight we go. Larsh is closing in on the Alfa Romeo, currently sat in 4th place. And Moneyman's closing in on George, who currently occupies 2nd. Norge, however, whoa, there goes George! There goes George, he's well wide and he spun round. And my statement from literally about 4 seconds ago is clearly not that true. And we're back to an Alfa Romeo 1-3. And Norge is 8.5 seconds clear. Moneyman has got A large gap there in second now. He's on his own. Thomas just broke the second gap to Lars, who's in the pits now. In comes brother Adam as well. Rigby and George stay out, and these two are going to fight for fourth at the moment. In comes the McLaren to the inside. And he gets a position as well. George going to try and fight it back with the DRS here. Well, he doesn't actually get DRS here. The McLaren's got DRS. The McLaren's going to hold the position because of it. As we go through the chicane now. Between the two of them. Argo's got in front of Cunnington, up to 11th he goes. It's about half a second. This is now the only battle on the entire track with the DRS. Everyone else is spaced out quite the way. And, well, down into the end of the second sector, George still keeps himself within 3/4 of a second of the McLaren in front. Or he did up until the end of the second sector. He avoids the spin that he had this time last lap after what was a rather commanding position in second that's been thrown away from George. Cunnington's coming to pit. I'm not sure if the other Haas is coming in, if anyone else is coming in at the same time. Federico's going to stay out. Well, 5-second pit lane, speeding into the pit lane for both Thomas and George there. McLaren managed to hit the brakes just enough to be able to avoid it. 2 stay out, 4 come in. Loss comes back into actually comes into the pit. I don't think he pitted originally. And well, that sets up Keenan to be third. Moneyman and Federico currently second and first by quite the distance. Brother Adam looked like he's having a fight. Oh, what the hell has happened for McLaren there? It's cold hard tyres, and he didn't realise it. And after trying to get those warmed up, he's going to lose that place there to Brother Adam, who's going to stroll on by. He might lose it to Percival here as well, trying to get those tyres warmed up. Thomas also gets jumped there by Percival and Brother Adam in the pits, and we might have a continuation of that battle we saw earlier on in the race. Cunnington's dropped the position to SM there. They go fighting. Lars and Jordan fighting actually on those hard tyres. See them come out of the pits after their own mistakes. Norge has come into the pit lane. I think that's Moneyman staying out. It is. So Moneyman stays out. Moneyman at this point probably trying a medium to soft strategy. It looks like Jordan Lost are going at it. They are going to go at it. And in comes Lost to the inside, currently on the soft tyre. That's going to be a stretch from Lost to the end of the race, that's for sure. Percival is also in within DRS, but we're going to keep quite the eye on this battle for now, because I think Percival isn't going to be able to close in enough on Rigby, who is outside the DRS of Brother Adam. 12 seconds further back. Here we go. Is the Aston going to try and force something? He isn't. I think he might have clipped the back of that Haas though. He's going to hold the Haas is going to hold that position in 9th. He's still got Keener and Moneyman's yet to pit. Oh, there's a yellow flag! What's happened there? It looked like a Red Bull actually. It looked like Keener's just had a problem. Yep, Keener's had the problem. It is Keener that's spanned there in the middle of the second sector. Everyone outside of the battle with the other Red Bulls got not got DRS. This battle for freeway battle is the only one with it. As Percival jumps back in. And in comes Moneyman now, which is rather interesting. If you're going onto the hard tyres, why? You should have just done less laps on those medium tyres, pit early, and not get undercut. Unless you're trying an overcut on someone like Nodge, which is... Oh, Nodge disconnects! Oh, that throws another spanner in the works. We aren't done yet, apparently. Let's see if the Moneyman can get those hard tires warmed up quick enough to take advantage of the disconnect. And here comes the Aston Martin. There you go, the Aston Martin's going to get that move done. The Haas is not going to try it back. He thought about it for a minute, but he's lost quite a lot of weight now on the Aston Martin, who's up to 9th. Here comes with the disconnect. He should already have an invite from you. Oh, you left the session, didn't you? I can't. Yeah, I forgot you weren't. Yeah, no, you can't invite anymore. Oh, there's a spin there! And Keena's gone round again! Keena's gone round again. I'm not sure if there was a bit of a hit to the back of the car in front, but he's gone round again. I think Norge has just been royally screwed over by the fact that his internet dropped. Brother Adam is going to go round and, yes. Oh, there's a collision there! There's the McLaren and there's the Ferrari going round! And this race has been shaken up quite badly. Disconnect for Federico, lost his chance. Brother Adam's going to have a mile gap now. Rigby and Moneyman to get together, that's quite unfortunate. Percival's going to go on through on now for Romeo now. Every single, there's just collisions all over the place. There's another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, this time for Rigby, as him and Moneyman goes together in the end of the second sector. I think that was turn 12. Keena actually had to pit eventually. Those tyres were not lasting. And Argo's up to 9th now. And there goes one Alfa Romeo on the other Alfa Romeo. And now Percival has a long way to catch. Same with Tomet. They both have a long way to catch. What is a race that had yet another spin. Another twist in the tail. Another what on earth is going on moment here. And Moneyman has what looked to be dead set to take over from the ghosted P1. Has lost his place as well. And now Brother Adam looks like he'd got it nailed in the bag. Yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. It is the Red Bull again. And Keena is just not able to keep it on track. And it looked like Lost just got the fastest second sector there, maybe. I don't know if that visual glitch is impacting in the race as well. Jord, the only one within DRS range at the moment. Everyone else teetering on the edge. And they actually is the fastest lap there for Lost, as he is closing down the gap. Tomat and Percival also closing in on Brother Adam, or trying their best to close in on Brother Adam. Percival not having the greatest job of it. Tomat closing in on Percival, that's for sure. It's within a second now between second and third. Percival not really able to do an awful lot. Jord's going to get down the inside there of Larsh, and up into 6 he goes, but he has a lot of penalties. Or he did have a lot of penalties, may have served one already. Larsh maybe to the inside of Jord here. Nope, decides against it. And loses quite a lot of time in the process. And here comes Tomat, doesn't have DRS here, but still within the second gap. And, well, Tomat needs to get his move on to catch up. He's got a tyre advantage on Percival at the very least. Not really existent on the Alpine in the front. But half a second gap now. Tomat also has a penalty, so he's got to get his move on. The DRS should take him past here. Larsh is also close enough for a possible overtake on Jod. Well, he was until he lost half a second out the final corner. Here comes the Alfa Romeo on the Aston Martin, and he does it pretty easily as well. Not a lot of fight back there from Percival, as Tomac just going to go straight into second place, and he's going to clear Percival quite quickly. It's 4.2 seconds here. Yellow flag in sector 2 is the Williams again. The Williams have not had a great day whatsoever. Rigby sets the fastest lap of the race on those softs. And Lost is... Well, I want to see how quickly Lost loses those tyres. Because those tyres... I don't think he's quite gaining on his teammate at this point. As soon as I say that, he gains 3/10, but that's beside the point. My voice just died for a minute then. Larsh is closing in on Jod. As 6th place is still within Larsh's reach. Nodge's car disconnecting is quite an unfortunate scenario. Tomac has already cleared Percival. Maybe not with his penalty, but he's already cleared Percival. As Percival is losing time rapidly to his teammate behind and may have to get out of the way soon enough. Penalties here. You see there's 5 seconds for Tomac, 5 seconds for Jod, 5 seconds for McLaren in there. AlphaTauri back there in the middle of the pack as well. And every person minus the AlphaTauri now outside the DRS range. And never mind, Larsh is back in, but he does actually have DRS here as well. That rear wing is open. Lord Percival is 2 cents per second out of the yellow flag in sector 1. Oh, Lost to spot it! Lost to spot it! Oh, he was catching up quite a lot, but he's put it round. And as soon as you do that's the end of anything there. Red Bull gone round once again, and it's Keener who's just had a race that's just gone considerably downhill since the second stint has started, or the end of the first stint in particular. But let's see if Tomac now can open the 5 second gap, because he might yet get second place. Jod is a little bit out of sorts there. The DRS is going to open the door here for Larsh. Maybe he makes the move here. Maybe he waits for the straight. He's going to wait for the straight. And Rishi's probably right when he says spin 1,780 pounds or whatever it was, that number. 2.6 seconds now between Tomac and Percival, and 3.2 between Brother Adam and Tomac. So Tomac's not really catching up the gap to Brother Adam. He needs to get realistically 8.5 seconds on that gap, which with 8 laps to go is almost going to be impossible without a spin. Moneyman back up to 4th after all the chaos that's happened in this race has come full circle. But the the double podium that might have been in the bag for Alfa Romeo really hasn't stuck. Yellow flag in sector 2 is a Williams again, and oh my god, their race is all over the place. Rigby and Lost is a battle we have been paying attention to. Lost has pitted though. So he's going on to another set of softs, I can only assume. Yeah, Larsh and George are still Jod is still going at it. They've been going at it for a good chunk of this race, for like 3/4 of this race. I hope Tier 2 is not like this either. Yellow flag in sector 1 is a Williams again. Williams again is not having a fun time. I think that one's SM this time, maybe. And there's 3 more seconds for Tomac. And realistically, any sort of chance he had at a charge for second is dead. And any chance of a win is well and truly gone. Honestly, he's now going to look at the gap to Moneyman and hope for a podium. The 5 second gap he might have got on Percival as well, considering he's dropping him about 4/10 a lap, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. Larsh 9/10 of a second here in this battle that we're continuing to spectate. And he's not getting anywhere near close enough to George, but the 5 seconds with George is going to take him behind Lars at the very least. There's been... Every single person in the lobby has been on the receiving end of a spin now. Every single person. Minus Federico, who's actually disconnected. He's the only person who hasn't been spun in the who hasn't spun or been spun in this lobby. Rigby's gone into pit, same with Connor, and why would the McLaren double stack? Why would they do that? That is a very bad idea. Last year, yellow flag in sector 1 into another Williams incident. Havoc's gone on to... Why is... Did Rigby have a drive-through? Because why would you not change your tire? Okay, that's even more confusing than the amount of spins we've had in this race. Lars is closing in. I feel like I've been repeating myself for the last 10 laps when it comes to this battle. Lars has been closing in. He hasn't been closing in anywhere near enough to hold anything out. To make anything work, sorry. And John has just been holding out. Argo's closing in on Rigby at the same time. Multiple ones that will eventually get DRS. But they are quite the way back. 31 seconds off the gap. Is lost here. My voice is for some reason not liking me. I need a drink, but I'll get it after the race. Look, Rigby got past Federico again, as the AI just dropped Federico well out of this. Lost had just set the fastest lap of the entire race as he looks to charge down as much of a gap to Lars as he physically can. I don't know how much of a gap he's going to be able to charge, but it's going to be probably around 10. I think that was a little bit of a lag there, as you saw the car jolt a little bit. But as for the lead, it's 4 seconds between Brother Adam and Tomet. And another Williams spin. 4.5 seconds further back is Percival. And Moneyman is further... They're basically all identical splits for the first 4. Jord not quite having the same sort of gap over Lars, who's just flickering in and out of that DRS zone. And lost well further back. We've got 2 battles going on at the moment. We're on lap 24. Multiple people have been lapped. And it's, is it DRS? It is DRS there for Lars. This race is slowly coming to a close. We've had our chaos, I think. I think we've gone full circle with the chaos. We've started with chaos. We've continued to have chaos. And now the chaos has ended. But we still have the opportunity for more chaos as we still have 2 battles left on the grid. Jordan Larson continue to go at it. Argo and Rigby still going at it as well. It's now 5.2 seconds, the gap between Tomet and Percival. Tomet also closing the gap slightly to Brother Adam, but nowhere near enough, considering he needs about 12 seconds at this point. Moneyman 3.9 seconds off the back of Percival. Yellow flag in sector 3. I think is a Williams again. They both spanned so many times I've actually physically lost count at this point. It's TJW spinning this, because he's just gone into the pit lane. 5 seconds, he's retired from the session. And now the only battle here with DRS is no longer with DRS. So everyone outside of the DRS minus Kino and Federico, but that's an AI thing, so we're not going to focus on it. Tomet might still get second place yet, as he is now 6.5 seconds up on Percival. As they go on to lap 25, and the longer they go, and if he can continue to open that gap up, yellow flag in sector 1, might be a Red Bull this time. No, it's not. It's the Williams retiring. Never mind. But yeah, we might still get an Alpha. The Alpha Romeo might still be second on the podium, even with his 8 seconds worth of penalties. Jordan's not going to have enough of a gap, so he's going to have to settle for 6th. 25 seconds now between Lost and Larsh. His 5 seconds has come down, but it's coming down at nowhere near enough of a rate for it to even be considered worthwhile to even mention. Larsh is back within the second, and there's 3 seconds there for Brother Adam. And now it's down to 8 seconds in what Tomat needs to be in the lead of this race. Larsh is not quite in DRS range, but they come through the end of the second sector up into the third sector. And it looks like Larsh is all over the place out of turn 12 there. Rigby gets 3 seconds, so I think Argo might be the beneficiary of that. We've still got people going all over the place at the moment, and Tomat has 8 seconds worth of penalties and a 7.8 second and an 8 second gap to Percival now. And Tomat might genuinely be second on the podium. Percival's lap times are slowly tearing off, and he might get caught by Moneyman yet. There's still a lot of things to go with the podium spots. After one hell of a race going on here. Everyone outside of DRS though, sorry I got a little bit distracted for a minute there. Had someone mention something to me. Rigby's retired from the session, so everyone behind him is going to gain a place. Argo is up to 8th now. He's going to have to stick with that. Larsh and Jord, the only one realistically with a battle. At this current time, we're on lap 26 of 26. Now on to 27 with Brother Adam. The yellow flag in sector 3 is just Rigby in the pit lane. 9 seconds the gap now between Percival and Tomat. So that is definitely over. And 3.4 seconds currently splits Brother Adam and Tomat. Another penalty for Brother Adam, and things could slowly get interesting. But we might be running out of time for anything such as a safety car or anything like that. It's not over till it's over. You are right. Spins do happen, and there are a dime a dozen apparently in this tier. Jordan managed to extend his gap to 1.5 seconds on Larsh now, and that battle's well and truly over. But the penalties are going to bring Larsh the position anyway. 2.5 seconds between Moneyman and Percival. Moneyman is probably able to catch up here. 2.4 seconds, 2.2 seconds now as we go down the straight with 2.5 laps to go. It's probably the only battle we have left on the grid as terms of finding a position. Lapping a half as we go through. I'm wondering who has and hasn't been lapped at this point. But 2.2 seconds, 2.3 seconds. The gap is not really coming down, and we're on lap 28. So unless something realistically extraordinary happens now, we are just meandering to a close. 9/10 of a second. So we have got one battle here with the DRS. Larsh has come back into DRS to the yellow flag in sector 1. It's the Williams again, and he's retired from the session this time. SM has retired from the session this time, and honestly, I think that's worthwhile to retire while you have some dignity left, rather than spinning 1,000 times and making the end of the race. One of the hearts has been lapped I think there's Cunning Fern. 1 minute 48 back on the guy in front. So he'd been lapped by literally everyone on the grid. I don't know if he's crashed. I don't know. Don't know if he's fully crashed, but it didn't look like it. His car was able to pull over to the side normally, so instead of heading straight there. I was just closing in on Kina, could have had points. That's unfortunate. But everyone, there's been so many spins in this tier, I've lost count. I thought in one of my other leagues I would have to introduce a spin counter. But my god, I was not expecting to have to introduce a spin count if we're doing this. Try and get a spin count going for race 1 in this tier. I did not expect to have to do it. Got 14 left, and still the only one with DRS at the moment is this battle between Jord and Lars. And Jord's gone round. Oh, Jord! I think it might have been a little bit. I think it might be a little bit of a contact there, and that's why Lars gave the position back. George goes back in front, then Lars knows he's only going to get one position here. He's going to get 5th off the penalties. As we continue on though, we do have a battle, possibly with DRS, for Moneyman and Percival. And there's a spinning Mercedes in 11th place there. Doesn't really have an awful lot to lose at this point because the only one behind them are AI and someone a lap down on every single person on the grid. And, well, Moneyman closing in here within 7/10. Yellow flag in sector 2 is for Nolan again. He's closed in real nice. Brother Adam's going to win in Bahrain. It looks like Thomas going to come second. These two well off the pace of those two, so we're going to see who can come over the line. I think Percival's going to have it though. 3rd place is Percival over the line. Moneyman's going to get 4th. John's going to get 5th. Well, actually, Lars is going to get 5th. John's going to get 6th. Lost is 7th. Fargo's going to get 8th. Havoc not really able to do an awful lot, ending 9th. But what felt so promising for so many people ended in complete despair. And well then, everything all over the place, honestly. Jesus Christ. But we actually get some fighting down to the line. I don't think Argo realistically cares an awful lot because he's got the. Do I have to give a driver of the day? Do I have to give one? After what I've just witnessed, is there really a driver of the day? I would probably have to. I'm gonna give it to Brother Adam. I would have given it to Tomat, but his penalties hindered him. The recovery drive for him. Actually, no, we're gonna give it to Tomat. We're giving it to Tomat. Actually, I'm actually gonna go with what I was going to say originally. I'm giving it to Tomat. But Jesus Christ, that was abysmal. Well then. And I'm just gonna let you guys digest what the hell just happened, because we're not that far away from tier 2. And I will see you guys later.